ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hated and Loving Movie Reviews. I am your host for today, Jeremiah the Revelist. Today's a new day, a new review. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy for movie reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing A Quiet Place Day One. So A Quiet Place Day One is a prequel to the original Quiet Place movie, where it's day one, the first day of invasion, where the aliens come to Earth. We do not know what to do. We don't know what's going on. And now it's in a different setting. It's in New York City, my hometown. And I know how noisy that place can be. So here comes the tension. Here comes the scares. Let's go. And let me tell you something. I've been a huge fan of A Quiet Place. I mean, that movie is like the modern day alien film. Like, it has that tension. It has that closing space where you have to be quiet. You gotta be silent. You cannot make noise. Like, it just has that tension, and it was just a great horror movie. I love the first one. I love the second one. And now we're going into a different setting where you're in a city, and I find that very menacing. And then you got a whole bunch of aliens around instead of for just a few of them. And it just brings out the tension. It's like A Quiet Place was like Alien. And then this movie is like Aliens, where you have more xenomorphs. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it feels. And I gotta say, this movie brings that tension still. It brings that fear. It just brings that, don't freaking aliens remind me of the lickers from freaking Resident Evil. That's what they remind me of. They're still scary. They're still freaky, And these are the only movies in the franchise that I have ever been in a theater where it's always quiet. Like, it's silence. Nobody wants to make a sound. Every time a sound goes, everybody's like everybody stays freaked out. They feel like they're actually in this world of A Quiet Place. And that's what makes these movies. Especially this one, it still hits like that. And also with this movie, I really enjoyed Lupita Nyong'o's character and Josh Quinn's character. Josh Quinn from freaking Eddie from Stranger Things. He's in this film. But what I like about Lupita Nyong'o's character is that she's dying from cancer. And she has this, objective that she wants to do. Compared to everybody else in this movie that just wants to survive and everything like that, she's dealing with something different. She wants to achieve a goal before she dies. Because she doesn't really care, because she's been dealing with death for a while. And now she's bumped into this one new character, Josh Quinn's character, and he wants to survive, and at the same time, she's kind of pushing him off, look, I'm dying anyway, just go survive. But then they become these great friends, and these, the friendship and the development of their characters become you want them to get to their destination. But where does it end up? We don't know. And I like that. I like their character, you know what I'm saying? And trying to get through and trying to survive this day. And it really brought out the movie for me. And they did a really good job with that. Now, let's get into things I did not like about the film, because this movie, out of all of them, I like the other movies better. And the reason for that is because we don't really get too much new things for the franchise. We already know what happened, because they explained that in A Quiet Place too. So we didn't get anything kind of new to this franchise. I really wanted them to go okay, this is day one. People do not know when to be quiet. This is people are new to this. So I wanted them to kind of develop a how to be, do we need to be quiet? Or, that whole sense of how to know what to do. Because in this movie, they kind of glossed over it, where, Lupita Nyong'o, she gets knocked out, and all of a sudden she wakes up and everybody has to be quiet because the government says, everybody stay quiet. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of man, I wish they had that. Like, you can actually see the learning curve, and we didn't get that learning curve. And then there was an incident, her objective of Lupita Nyong'o's objective of her goal of what to do. At first, you're gonna be like, that don't make any sense. Like, who cares? Like, and then why is this guy following her and helping her out? Like, but when you get to that end part, when you get to that goal, you have that sense of clarity for her, and you actually feel for her, and it actually was satisfying. The ending itself was satisfying. I just wish that, it really would have made the lore and made like the world building a little bit better, in my sense. Is this movie essential? Do if I feel like if they didn't make this movie, it wouldn't build up on the other ones. Like, this movie was like, it didn't need to be made. But since it's made, and since we got these characters, since we got this tension and scare and fear, that would save the movie for me. The characters, the tension, the fear, that saved the movie so much for me that I actually really enjoyed this film. You know. So what did I rate this movie? Is it a love? Is it a hate? Or is it something in between? Well, I'm going to give it on the real for real. That's right, I give it on the real for real. I did really enjoy this movie. Yes, I understand it didn't bring anything new to the franchise that we didn't already know. It didn't explore the aliens like I was hoping for, and more understanding on how, day one is. Yes, but at the same time, it's just these characters. They were so likable, and you want them to survive. And these monsters and the way they do these cut scenes, these scary scenes, they've done very well. And once again, I was in the theater where everybody was trying to be quiet. It did just that. So it really did its part. So I could say, if you are a fan of the Quiet Place franchise, check it out. I would advise you check it out. It is a fun movie, though. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you thought about A Quiet Place Day 1. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or was something in between? Let me know. And also, you can catch me on Facebook, Twitter, and also YouTube at Hated to Love It Movie Reviews. You can also catch me on Kapowie, a pop culture movie blog where you have your fills on reviews on comic books, video games, movie reviews, artwork, and all that fun stuff. Click on the description below and it'll take you right to that website. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to get 500 subscribers this time. Please help a boy out. I really appreciate it. And also for my new subscribers that are coming in, if you want to know how I rate my movies, just click on the description below. It tells you in detail on how I rate my films. Thank you guys so much. Love you all. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.